There are some objects that are constantly in our day-to-day lives, but even the most familiar things can surprise you. In fact, we're willing to bet that we can tell you 10 things you didn't know about everyday objects. And you're never going to look at these things the same way ever again. Let's get started. The extra fabric that comes with new clothes. Ever notice this? A lot of clothes you buy come with a little plastic bag with a scrap or two of fabric in them. Many people think that the fabric is there in case you need to patch a hole in your clothing item later down the line. But the actual truth is that you're supposed to use it to test laundry detergents on before you put your valuable new clothing at risk. The chainsaw. How could the chainsaw possibly hold any surprises, you might ask? It's just about the most unsuitable tool in the world. It's for slicing up wood. But while the origin of the chainsaw is debated, you'll be shocked to learn that a very chainsaw-like instrument was invented in 1830 by a German orthopedist named Bernhard Hein. And its purpose wasn't to chop down trees. It was a surgical instrument used to widen the pelvis during childbirth. Dear God. The pasta strainer. We use this utensil all the time to stir spaghetti as it softens in boiling water. But have you ever wondered what the hole in the middle of the strainer is for? Turns out that hole is designed to have raw spaghetti placed inside it. It's actually the right size to hold one full serving of spaghetti. That's right, it's a measuring tool. The Tic Tac container. Everyone's enjoyed a Tic Tac at one time or another. More likely, it was Tic Tacs. After all, who has one Tic Tac at a time? Well, you'll be surprised to learn that this minty treat was intended as a one-at-a-time kind of deal. Look at the inside lid of the Tic Tac container next time you have one, and you'll see a little cradle built into it. This cradle is designed to perfectly dispense a single Tic Tac. The more you know. The computer keyboard. You use it all the time. In fact, you may even be using it right now. But have you ever stopped to think about what the little lines under your keyboard F and J keys are for? Turns out that the F and J are the optimum places to place your index fingers. The lines are there to guide your fingers into position on the keyboard, so technically, you won't have to look back at the keys as you type. The hole in the end of the CHUPA stick. When was the last time you had a CHUPA lollipop? You'll probably remember that after you'd finished the candy treat, an indent was revealed in the stick. Previously, it had been hidden underneath the hard candy, and that, it turns out, is very much the point. When the candy is beginning to set over the hole, some of it edges inside. That means the hole is there to act as an anchor, preventing the candy from falling off in case your licks, bites, and chomps are too rigorous. The drink carton tab. This one is ingenious. The flaps on the side of a juice carton have always seemed a bit pointless. But how many times do you remember spearing your straw through the perforated straw hole and spilling juice everywhere? If you lift the tabs on the sides of the carton, though, you'll get a little more air into the container, stopping the liquid inside from spilling out everywhere when you put the straw in. The pom-pom bobble on the top of the knitted woolen hat. No, this isn't some fancy ornament. The pom-pom actually serves a point. As it happens, back in the day, French mariners would wear these hats when inside the hull of their boats to protect their heads from bumping on the low ceilings. But that's just the beginning of the pom-pom hat's history. Later, the size, shape, and color of the bobble was used to define different branches of the military. The Chinese takeaway container. The universal sign of deliciousness, but also a very efficient way of serving food. More efficient than you know. These magical little containers fold out into a flat surface without you having to scoop the food out, making this a container and a plate all in one. The car headrest. Have you ever wondered why car headrests are removable? The answer is simple and very clever. If you ever find yourself trapped in your car and you need to get out, the headrest comes in super handy. Once removed from the seat, the metal thongs are designed to wedge inside the crack of a car window, meaning you can use it to leverage the window open by cranking it lightly. The window will shatter and you'll be able to escape your confinement and go find help. Think you know something about an everyday object that we don't?
Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe, and while you're at it, give the bell button a push as well to get a notification every time we release a brand new video. Be sure to also leave a comment for the chance of it being pinned to the top of this video. Bye for now.